ladies and gentlemen, and we are live. We got a special guest for you guys today, bringing the one, the only, the notorious Mr. Koff.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, man. So, my goal today was I wanted to bring you on, man, kind of share your story with the world, introduce you to my viewers, man, and, just try to inspire people overall and, have a dope collaboration here, man.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Let's get into it.
Hell yeah, we're live. So if anybody tunes in the middle of this and you have a question for Mr. Koff, feel free to ask a question. If it's an actual decent question, I will ask him and we can handle that live. Also, for anyone that tunes in, make sure you subscribe because you will get ads in the live version. If you want to watch it ad-free, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that follow button, and also check us out over on YouTube. We'll put all that stuff in the beginning. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing amazing, bro.
How's life treating you?
Awesome, bro. I'm still alive, so
Still alive.
that's my measurement of how life's going.
No, you're absolutely right, man. Still above ground, you know what I mean? That's all we can ask for around here. So, you dropped a new project recently.
Yeah, but I didn't break it.
You did. If you do,
I hope your listeners like corny jokes, man.
They love it, bro.
What's wrong with this dude? Yeah. When did I drop my last project? It's been some months now. Can't remember what month I dropped it.
You know me, man. I've been out of the music scene for a year now. You know what's crazy is honestly, it's been more like 2 years since I dropped my last album.
You always underestimate how long it's been.
Time flies, man. But so you dropped your last project, but you've been working on something new, or?
Yeah, so my last project was a mixtape where I pretty much rapped over all like 90s hip hop instrumentals.
Yeah.
And it's called Old School. And you can go to my website, joeykoff.com, and download it for free.
Hell
all you
yeah.
got to do is put in your email address, joeykoff.com, and you can get it for free. And it's pretty dope. I've been getting a good reception from it. But
one thing I can say, Joe, is he's very talented, guys, and we'll make sure to put all the links that you just said in the description when we share this too. Sorry to cut you off, buddy. Go ahead.
And then right now I got a project that's almost finished. It's called Koff Coin, and it's actually going to be an NFT album. It's still going to be available on like the regular platforms like Spotify and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to be selling it as an NFT. So
for a lot of people that may tune in and watch this, or later on YouTube, I'm still not too sure what an NFT is. You've been diving more into that world, man. So if you don't mind, what the fuck is an NFT, Joe?
Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. Provocative. No, I mean it's basically digital art, a non-fungible token. It's the world obviously is digital now, like everybody. That's where everybody's going. The internet and all that kind of shit. And so it's just a way to like establish ownership. It can't be fake. You know what I mean? It's just like you can go like you could draw a copy or paint a copy of the Mona Lisa, but it's not the real Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? There's only one Mona Lisa. So it's just digital art, and you have like basically a certificate of authenticity once you purchase it on the blockchain.
So like once you release an NFT, as an album, now do you sell that as just $9.99, or is that
well,
more
you can
expensive,
charge
or?
whatever you want. Like what I'm getting ready to do here with my first single from the album, which is called Invest Life. I'm just going to be selling that for probably like $10 just for the song, and you get like the artwork and the song, and just like $10 for the actual song. For the actual album, I don't know exactly what I'm going to charge for it yet. I'm thinking around like 100. It's gonna, whatever it is, you're gonna buy it in cryptocurrency, but it's gonna be the equivalent of about $100 to $150 maybe for the whole entire project.
But it's cool because you're kind of stepping into the future with this whole your next release.
Yeah, it's still very early. There's people who have already dropped NFTs, obviously, music NFTs, but I'm definitely not the first one, but I'm definitely not going to be the last. Like I heard a lot of people like Drake, I heard is getting into it, G-Eazy, I mean, so many people, Tory Lanez, he dropped one, so everybody's doing it. Snoop Dogg, it pretty much, is running Death Row Records now and like doing a lot of shit in the, NFT and crypto space with Death Row Records. So it's dope, definitely here to stay, and it's only going to get bigger. So I'm going to be a part of it. You know?
No, hell yeah, man. It's good to, stay up on these things and get the jump on the next hot thing, man. I just want to make a little public service announcement, guys. It gets pretty hot up here in the studio where we're doing our filming at the moment. So if any time during this episode we do have to kick on this air conditioner, if me or Mr. Cough starts getting hot, then please forgive us. But you know, we can't be up here dying too much. So you know, if at any time you do get hot, let me know, man. We'll kick on that AC. But so Joey, I want to take them back, man. So let's see. Joey Cough.
Before we do that, I brought something I wanted to give you, man.
Oh, yeah, we got a gift.
Yeah, man, I got you some peaches, bro.
Let's go, bro. Yeah, hell yeah.
I come bearing fruit, you know.
You come bearing fruit. I might smash these live. Oh, you got 2 cans.
Yeah, bro, 2.
Well, if I crack one open,
can't just have one.
You know, I haven't ate yet, so
there you go.
I might smash some of those for real, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I want to take them back, Joe. Right. So, a lot of people know Joey Cough, right? But not a lot of people know who the fuck is Joey Cough underneath all of that. Where does Joey come from? What has he been through in his life? So let's take him back. Where were you born and raised?
Well, so my parents engaged in sexual intercourse, you know, roughly like 10 months before I was born. And so I was born, my parents actually were divorced before I was even born. Like, they weren't even together, but apparently they were still, you know, hooking up or whatever. But anyways, I was born in Flint, Michigan, and I lived there for a few years, and then I actually moved. I moved in with my dad in Flushing when I was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or something. And so I actually grew up out there for most of my childhood until I was like 13. And then I moved in with my mom. She lived way out in the country, lived there for a couple years. And then I moved into Flint when I was like 17. I've pretty much been in Flint ever since. So I kind of lived, you know, the country life and the city life, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so, you know, all right, so you know, how was your childhood, man? I mean, during those years of, you know, bouncing back and forth to you know, Flushing, the boondocks, as you said, kind of out in the farmland, and then all the way up into Flint at 17. You know, what was your life like, man? Because we've shared some stories where we've both been through a lot of shit, and if there's anything you're not comfortable about talking, you know, touching base on, just say so. But you know, I mean, was Joey Cough in a lot of trouble? Did you get caught up in the wrong shit? I mean, was life a struggle for you? Were you in the, you know, middle to upper class? Like, what was your life like during those times?
Well, I got in a lot of trouble, but it was mostly innocent trouble. Like, I was always like a class clown and constantly getting in trouble in school, just talking out of turn, like doing stupid shit, getting detention like all the time, like always getting in trouble at recess. And, you know, like I said, it was mostly like harmless type of stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah,
like, you know, you're not out robbing, shooting.
Yeah, like, no, I was never doing no shit like that, you know. Like, one time, I think the only time I can really remember that I really like stole something. Well, I stole something when I was like, we went up north to a cottage, and I stole like some ice cream. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And my dad beat my ass for it. Like, you know what I mean? And then I never stole nothing else ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's important, man. Having you know, a father figure there to say, yo, this shit's wrong. What you did is gonna get you, you know, arrested, dead, in prison. You know, something bad's gonna happen. So it's important to have that father figure. The reason why I bring it up, man, is because I just want to showcase to a lot of these younger viewers that if maybe they're in that phase in their life, or, you know, maybe they have been, I just want to show them that you have turned out to be quite successful. I mean, from, like, let's say I didn't know you as a friend. You know, when I just go check out your music, when I look at your numbers and some of the things you've accomplished in your life, I would say you've had a fairly successful life. You know, maybe you're not like super mainstream to where we aim to be one day. But honestly, man, I think that if you were to just say, look, to step back and look at what you've accomplished with your music career, just as being a father, as being a human being on this planet, I think you've accomplished quite a lot, man. You know, especially for the upbringing that you had. You weren't with the richest family. As you said, you know, you kind of hard-headed as a child, and you still turn that around, and you've still done some pretty amazing things, man. You know? Yeah,
no, thanks, definitely, man. I mean, I think, you know, I never even believed, as far as the music goes, I didn't grow up thinking like I'm gonna be a famous rapper or nothing like that. Like, even when I first started writing rhymes, it was just kind of something to do, like, for fun. I never took it serious. And then even when I first recorded for the first few times, like, I hated my voice, and I just was
what age were you? Like, so when your first song, Joey's Cough, before Joey Cough, right? Your first time in that studio on that microphone, what age do you think you were?
The first rhyme I ever wrote, I was like 11 years old, and it was weird because I like I grew up like listening to like Snoop Dogg and Warren G and stuff like that, NWA, you know.
Great.
Like my sister, she was all like 5 years older than me. By the way, today's actually her birthday, so.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, shout out to my sister Jenny. You know, it's her birthday today.
Hell yeah, happy birthday, Jenny.
And shout out to my boy Young Breed too. It's his birthday too, by the way. But anyways, yeah.
Hell yeah, shout out to you guys.
So I mean, I had that influence in my life, you know, that music. But it was, I don't really know why I started writing. Like I just one day just started writing a rap. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I mean, it was like some murderous shit, and I was like 11 years old, you know, and I'm rapping about killing people, like, because I guess that's what
that's how we all start, man.
That's what I heard, you know what I'm saying? So I just started rapping.
Well, you said Snoop Dogg. You know, I mean, you know, a big one for us back then was like Dayton Family. So like you said, that's, you know, a product of our environment. That's what we heard.
Right,
we were
and I'm like this little like white kid in Flushing, like, you know what I mean?
I'll rob you.
Like never even fucking. Well, actually, I did shoot a gun, but it was more like hunting like fucking birds and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I wasn't doing that shit for real.
Yeah.
But so.
What was your name then?
So I didn't really put much thought into my name. I actually called myself Crazy J.
Oh, Crazy J.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it was just the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 11 years old. I'm like, Crazy J. But like I said, it wasn't a serious thing. Like, I literally just wrote a couple raps.
Right,
like, it wasn't something I started, you know.
At that point, you weren't saying, this is my career. You know, this is what I want to be. Yeah.
And then as I got older, like I remember times where, like, I wrote a few rhymes, and then I'd, like, throw them in the trash and be like, I ain't trying to do this shit for real. Because, like I said, like I had, like, a tape recorder, and I'd record my voice, but I hated how I sounded. I just hated my voice. So I'm like, dude, I'm never going to be good enough to fucking do this, you know. And plus, my rhymes were, like, pretty corny, you know what I mean? Because I really hadn't been through nothing really at that point. Like,
you had no story to tell at that point.
Yeah, I had no story to tell. And I was all over the place. Like, one time I might rap about killing. The next time I might try to do, like, some uplifting type of shit. Then something funny. And then, so, I had
I know all about it, man.
You know, I had no structure to it. But, when I actually...
Crazy J.
Crazy J.
Crazy J.
And so then when I first actually... recorded my first song, I was 17 years old. And,
nice. I think that's I would say, I don't remember my exact age, but 16 or 17, around the same age for me, man. Hell yeah. So 17. Was it still, so at that point, was it Crazy J still?
No, so I went back and forth to a few names. When I did my first rap battle, I think that was before I actually recorded my first song. I did a rap, I used to freestyle battle. And my first name that I went by I'm good. Okay. My first name I went by when I started rap battling was Laser. And I like knew it was a whack ass name, you know what I mean? But I really was like racking my brain. I couldn't think of a good name.
Laser.
And it stood for lyrical assassin serving excellent rhymes.
Oh shit!
You know
so
you
actually had like an acronym for it.
Yeah.
That's not too whack,
man. But
I
kind of, and I remember I used to hang out with my older brother a lot, and he like we would always drink cheap ass like 40. So I remember the shit called Laser. There was a cheap ass 40 ounce we used to buy called Laser. Cheap ass
Laser
malt liquor. It's nasty, but like you know we didn't have no fucking money, so we'd buy the cheapest shit, you know.
Yeah.
And so I remember even when I would start rap battling, like Tomas, he was a DJ. Him and this other dude, they actually passed away. Rest in peace. But anyways, So I remember when they would introduce me, they'd be like cheap 40 ouncer, like that's how they'd introduce me and shit, bro.
Shit.
And I knew it was a whack name, you know what I mean? But it was what I had at the time. And then my brother, one time.
Cheap 40 ounce.
Yeah,
Laser.
My brother, one time I was in my house and I don't remember if I was writing a rap or what I was doing, but I always talked a lot. Like that's my thing. I always fucking talk too much. And
that's where the next name comes.
Yeah, and so my brother was like in the next room. Like I remember, like literally, I was sitting on the couch, like in my living room, like here, and then over here, you know, and the next room was the bedroom, and my brother was like trying to take a nap, and I was like talking or something, and he's like, "Man, shut up, you fucking jabberjaw." And when he said that, I was like, Jabberjaw. I was like it. Dude, that's the perfect name for me. I'm like, that's going to be my rap name, Jabberjaw.
So that name is... I never actually, like, discovered who you were when you were Jabberjaw, but once I discovered who you were, I started listening to some older stuff that you've done, and that's how I discovered Jabberjaw.
Yeah.
You know, so the only moniker that I knew, like, your alias was, at the time, was Joey Cough. So you went from... Crazy J to 40 ounce laser
yeah
to Jabberjaw.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about now you're Jabberjaw. So now you're 17, 18?
Yeah.
And so now you're taking this shit more serious.
Yeah. So I started battling, like I said, and getting known at like battle rapping or whatever. And
ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Joe. What's up, Xavier? If you have any questions, feel free to ask Mr. Kaufman. Guys, he's a wonderful guy. Make sure you stay tuned in. If I see any good questions pop up for Joey Koff, I will go ahead and ask him while we're live. So, make sure you get your questions in while we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So you started battle rapping.
Yeah, so I started out just doing these freestyle battles downtown at this place that was called Beans and Leaves. And then they changed it to the Lunch Studio, and then, I don't know, it's whatever it is now, but...
that's not the lounge or the loft now, is it?
No, it's right by there, though.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called now. Is it the... I don't know. But anyways,
yeah. So
started doing battle raps there or whatever, and
what made you get into battle rapping out of all fucking things? I mean,
I never really thought I could freestyle, but I met this dude when I was like trying to really get out there and just meet people. I met this dude, and
you're fucking good, bro.
He was like, this dude was like, "Can you freestyle?" And I was just like, "Yeah." Like, I don't know, I didn't even know if I could, you know what I mean? And we just started fucking freestyling.
What's your most popular social media? What do you want me to tell him? At Joey Koff?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, at Joey Koff on everything.
JOEY.
Yep, COUGH on YouTube,
ladies and gentlemen,
Instagram,
it's Joey
Facebook.
Koff on everything. Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, Twitter.
YouTube.
Yep, YouTube.
Everything. Anything you guys can think of. Even Spotify. If you guys want to hear his shit, right? Yep, check them all out at Joey Koff.
And my website, joeykoff.com, because I got, like I said, a free mixtape you can download. So
there you go. Go get that free mixtape, joeykoff.com. So you're battle rapping downtown.
So yeah, I didn't even know I could freestyle, but he, asked me if I could freestyle. I was like, yeah, and then we just started freestyling. I was like, damn, actually, I'm not bad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think he's the one that told me about the battles or whatever, because I didn't know about them. You know what I mean? And so he told me about these battles that they were doing downtown, and like I went downtown, and I ended up getting in them, and like I did pretty good. Like my first time getting in them, I think I beat a couple guys. I actually lost to a dude. I don't know if it was like the semifinals or the finals or whatever it was, but I lost to this one dude.
That's your first time battle rapping?
Yeah.
You almost made it all the way.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
Because what you had to do is you had to fucking first you had to audition, because there might be like an odd number of people or something, so like they had to make sure there was a good amount of people and everybody was good, so you had to like just freestyle randomly first,
right? Yeah.
And then they would select certain people, and I got selected, and then I remember I battled this dude. His name was Joey Beast or Joey Beats, I think his name was, and he was like really good. Like he was like, because I'm a tall dude, he was shorter than me, and I remember he like was looking up to me, and he said like, "I got this shit down to a science. Even Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant." You know what I mean? And when he said that, everyone went crazy. And I'm like, damn,
it's
all
actually
right.
pretty solid.
Like, yeah, he killed me. You know what I mean? But he was more polished than me. Like, you could tell he had, like, thought of shit beforehand. I didn't know what I was doing. But anyways.
Was he older at that time?
Probably was older than me, yeah.
Right. So
but it was a really dope, spot. And there's nothing like that around here anymore. Like, it was like real hip-hop at that place. It was like underground type shit. It wasn't
MC
no shit you would hear on the radio. Yeah, it was straight underground type shit. Dude.
Yeah, man. You know what I'd like to do with you in the future, Joe? Once, today we're diving into you and your story, but one of these times, man, as this continues to grow, I'd like to get you over here and just kind of dive into like a music related episode where we strictly just dive into like real MC shit, man.
Yeah,
really dive into the love and art of fucking hip hop, man, and our roots and shit like that. That'd be really cool, man. But so yeah, man. So you got your ass kicked. First time.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked, but I kept coming back or whatever, and but then I never really excelled at that place. I was always like, I'd get to the finals or whatever, and I'd lose. You know what I mean? Actually, one time I really thought that I won, but they gave it to the other dude. I think just because he was more popular than me.
Yeah.
And even he told me, he's like, "Yeah, dude, you won." You know what I mean? But anyways, I was really trying to do more music. I was like, battling, whatever. I don't really care about it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do music,
Studio shit.
Yeah, and so my boy Stan the Man, he's a poet, and actually he's a firefighter. I think he might be retired now, but he's a really good dude, man. And I was at his house.
Native, or?
Yeah. Well, he grew up, I think, where did he grow up? Like down in Mississippi or something, but then he moved to Flint, and like I said, became a firefighter.
Did he have like that Mississippi accent?
Oh,
or he's lived here long enough.
A little bit, man. He had his own. Yeah, he had his own sound, his own voice.
country
Look him
slang.
up, by the way. Stan the Man. He's a poet, man. He's a real cool dude. But
Is he still doing poetry?
yeah,
Hell yeah. Cool,
yeah,
man.
he's really dope, man.
Stan the Man, guys. We'll tag this will be uploaded over to YouTube, guys. We As One Rise on YouTube. Make sure you check that out as well. I will be tagging everything in the description, in the comments as well, with Joey Koff and any guest, honorable mentions and stuff like that. And just again, shout out to your sister, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
man. So,
yeah, happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Stan the Man, I was at his house one day, and he was like, yeah, I'm hosting some battle up at JB's tonight or whatever. And he was like, you're going to be in it. He was like, you're going to be in it. And I was like, no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And he was a big, like, you think I'm a big dude? He was like a big, intimidating kind of dude. He was like,
bigger than you?
He was like,
damn.
He looked me in the eye. He's like, you're going to be in it. And I'm like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, sir.
Okay, you know what I mean?
Hey, for those of you watching, I know you guys can't truly tell, like, in the chair. Dude, Joey Koff, how tall are you?
6 foot 15.
6'15". No, this fucking dude's a giant, bro.
No, I'm 6'4".
6'4", so I'm fucking 5'10". I mean, he towers over me. I mean, he's a tall guy, man. He's a big guy. So if this dude's bigger than you, he's like fucking damn near 7 foot.
I mean, he was not like huge, but he was a pretty big, tall dude. I don't know how tall he is, but I was intimidated by him at the time.
I mean, that's fucking tall.
Because he was older. Like I say, he's a firefighter. He fucking worked out. I mean, he was built.
He's a big guy.
And he had this like just this deep voice, and he was confident. And like, hey, I don't
intimidated you.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You're gonna do this shit.
Like, we were friends, obviously, so he wasn't gonna beat me up. But like, still, I was like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would stand up right now so everybody can really see how tall I am, but I'm not wearing any pants, so can't.
Oh
really.
God.
Sorry guys, but anyways,
So you wanted to take the you wanted to get more into studio version shit, like take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still battle rap seriously, but you wanted to make more studio quality.
Because it was usually like one or the other. It was like you either battle rapped or you did music. You know what I mean? I didn't really know anybody who was like really popular at both. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so anyways, sorry, I heard a noise, so I got distracted.
Yeah, no, me too, man. It's dog, man.
Okay,
downstairs.
okay. So anyways,
my viewers know we
he
got dogs.
Pretty much made me go enter this freestyle battle, right?
Yeah.
And so I went into it, and it was just straight up freestyle. Like, it wasn't written. You didn't know who you were gonna battle. They just play a beat. You fucking
off
rap.
the dome.
And I ended up winning it. The whole thing. I don't remember how many guys, 3-4 guys. I ended up winning it, and I won like $100. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? I just made
money
it.
off this
Like
shit.
back then, that was a lot of money to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know how old I was when I started doing that, like 19, 20, something like that. But yeah, I was like, shit, cool, you know. And I fucking probably spent half of it on beer, you know what I mean? First of all, I was like,
the lasers.
Yeah. No, I upgraded to Corona, actually, man.
I'm gonna turn the fucking AC on, bro. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta crank on some AC. We'll just cool it off down here, and then we'll crank it off.
I don't think it'll sound bad.
No, I stream every day with it on. So it's not like horrible, but like as we progress in here, what I want to get is like a floor model AC that I can just like put over there, man, and just keep it cool in here, but it's a lot less noisy, So Joe, it was Joey Kaufman, or was it Jibber Jabber?
It was Jabberjaw.
Jibber Jabber. So Jabberjaw won $100.
Yeah.
You won this off the dome.
Yeah.
And
then I would.
That's hard, bro. That's fucking hard.
And I would go back every week, and the cool thing is, when you were the champ, you only had to battle once. Everybody else would compete, and then you would just battle, the finalist or whatever.
Yeah. And
you'd still win $100. So I think I won it like 14 times in a row.
God
I remember there was even a sign. I got a picture of it, but they put on the sign to JB's nightclub. They put like, "Can you beat Jabberjaw?" And at that time, I think it was like 8-week champ or something like that. And they're like 8-week champ. You know what I mean? So people like knew my name. Like, that's how they, like, a lot of people I would meet, like, they had never met me in person yet, but they was like, "Oh, I heard about you, bro." Like, I literally had people like seeking me out, trying to battle me and shit. Like, I'm like I'm some fucking myth or something. Like, you know.
Dude, when I first heard about you, the first things I started hearing was like about your battle rapping career, and it was kind of weird though, because like at that time you were releasing projects that were doing like really fucking well, like actual songs.
Yeah.
So like I seen your videos and shit, and then they're like, "Oh, he's a battle rapper," and I'm like, "No, is he?" But then like I started seeing your actual battle raps, And I mean, bro, you were fucking legit. You are legit. I mean, are you still battle rapping right now?
I've been out of it for a few years, but I actually just got booked for another one. Believe it or not. Yeah, so June 25th, I actually got a battle coming up.
You getting nervous about that because it's been a while, or?
No, I'm not really nervous about it.
Fucking ready.
Yeah, because obviously it's not a freestyle battle anymore.
Yeah,
I got time to prepare and like the dude I'm battling.
Do you know your opponent?
Yeah, it's a dude named Clax Green. And actually, I shouldn't even be talking about it because it hasn't even been officially announced yet.
Yeah, but, it could get canceled or anything, but
Yeah, but it hasn't been officially announced yet by the league. But hopefully, I know we're live right now. But hopefully, by the time you when are you gonna put this on YouTube?
This will be put on YouTube right after this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it don't matter, bro. Because
whatever, man. They'll be announcing it soon. So you know.
Well, currently, we don't have the biggest followers in the world, man. But we'll get there. So in the future, yeah. We gotta watch that stuff.
So I'm supposed to be battling a dude named Clax Green, which if you're familiar with Michigan battle rap and underground battle rap, you've heard of him. He's got a lot of battles. He's pretty good. So I think it'll be definitely a good matchup for me. But yeah,
that's gonna be a crazy one for sure.
Yeah, and it's in Flint, you know what I mean. So I got home court advantage, but he's gonna have his people there too, and you know what I mean. He's gonna do his thing. So
yeah. Well, so now we've kind of dived into your childhood, like how this all originated for you music-wise, man. That's crazy. So it went from kind of just writing down rhymes, almost poetry, right? And then you start kind of saying, look, I want to take this more serious. Start giving yourself names. Takes you a while to kind of figure out who you are. You stumble across Joey Koff, right?
Yeah, so I went from I was Jabberjaw, and I actually was doing the battles, and I got a record deal based off my battles. Like this dude that built a studio in Flint, Dave Kelly, started a record label, Front Street Records, and signed me to his label because he had heard about me through the battling all this dude's the hot artist in the streets right now or whatever. And so he invited me to a studio. I met him or whatever, freestyle for him, and we worked together for a while and. Literally signed me, and I put out an album, under the name Jabberjaw. And then as time went by, he was really trying to rebrand me, and he's like, I don't want you to be really corny or comical, or I don't want you to be childish. And Jabberjaw just sounds cartoonish, because there's the shark Jabberjaw, the shark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, so he was
I'm not familiar with the shark.
Well, there is an old ass cartoon. It's called Jabberjaw, and it was a shark.
Okay.
That could talk or whatever. But anyways, he fucking
Hey, 1 second, Joey. Guys, an ad is about to roll. I just want to remind all my viewers, if you guys want to skip those ads, make sure you tune in to the channel by a subscription. Subscribe to the channel or tune in afterwards to my YouTube where you can watch it ad free over on YouTube. Other than the ads there on YouTube where you can skip those ads. But these ads you cannot skip. If you guys want to bypass these ads, you can straight up just subscribe to my channel for a monthly fee. Support us. Help us grow, guys. It really means a lot. And, sorry for the interruption.
It's all good.
Hopefully we can get some subscribers, man.
Subscribe. Let's get it. I'm going to subscribe.
At least a follow, man. A follow's, even just a follow means a lot to me, guys. As we progress, man, I'll get better lighting, better microphones, better equipment, stuff like that, man. This is something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And, I think that, maybe 2 years from now, this could really be something, man. So,
oh, yeah, even sooner. You're doing your thing. You're on your way, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. You as well, man. So, what was his name? Something Kelly?
Oh, yeah, Dave Kelly. So
Dave
he
Kelly
signed me to his label, Front Street Records. He actually built that studio that's on Fenton Road.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, he built that.
Yeah, way back when I was 19, I'd say.
Yeah, when I met him, he was still in the process of building that studio, man, and it's a really nice.
Oh, it's real nice, bro.
It's a really nice studio.
When I went in there, they had a section for drum sets.
Yeah.
They had you could put a drum in there. They had the vocalist session, the mixing session, all these different little, places to record different instruments and shit, or a whole live band. I think you can get a live band in that motherfucker. Yeah,
it's a legit studio, and so we worked out of there. We did our album. He ended up selling it because he had a partner or something that was involved in it, and that guy was I don't know, he was a news reporter. He did work for a TV station. He got a job out of state, and plus Flint's a hard market for that kind of shit because motherfuckers will people go spend $200 on a pair of shoes, but they won't spend $50 an hour for a studio time. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely right, bro.
It's just hard. There's some people that do it in Flint that
Flint's a hard market for everything. You know what I mean? It's just Flint's Flint, man. It's just And another sad thing is like, you know, you could go and drop all that money in an investment, like a really nice studio, and then you got to worry about break-ins and shit like that, man. You know, so it's sad, man. But it's cool that he tried to do that for the community in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, and then even try to take it a step farther, as in signing a young artist, you know, that he's seen potential in, to try to hopefully give this young man a career, you know, potentially a career in the hip-hop game.
Yeah, no, I'm forever grateful. We're still friends, you know, even though we don't work together anymore, we're still friends, you know. And I still got love and respect for him. And he was a good mentor to me too, you know. He is because he was a successful businessman. You know, he was just getting back into music when he met me. You know, he was out of it for a long time doing other shit, you know, and making money and whatever. So he was a good influence and a good mentor. But yeah, he kind of was like, we played around with names, and it was like I started calling myself Jab and Big Jab, and it was still like obviously short for Jabberjaw, and so I'd like released a couple mixtapes or whatever, and then we had signed some other artists, and we had like a whole crew of people there that were just creative, and I came up, this dude named Rob Bay, I think, was really the one that came up with the name Joey Cough, and so
I think that's well, for one, I think it's honestly, from everything that I've heard, bro, I think it's your best marketing strategy. You know, you have the cough with it, like your little cough and shit that you do, kind of like your little punchline, you know, in every song. You know, it's almost like, kind of like a vocal logo. You know, like that's like your thing. Exactly. You know, so like I think it's smart, man. And then you know, Joey, and I think that's man, I think what you've done, bro, is honestly, man, I do think, you know, you will get that recognition you deserve one day, man. I do, man. You know, you put in more work than the average person. You're constantly, you know, leveling up, man, progressing. And, you know, I'm excited to see what your future holds, man. You're pursuing the music career a lot more than me at the moment. And I'm excited to see where it takes you, man. You know?
Yeah, same.
So, yeah, absolutely, man. You stumble across Joey Cough. Your buddy throws that name out to you. And so this is now the new you, man. This is the you today. You know what I mean? And this is that moment where you're like, legit.
I didn't even really like the name that much at first. I was kind of uncertain about it. I was like, I don't know, you know what I mean? And they kind of like helped talk me into it, and as time went by, it really grew on me. But it's still, I didn't have all the pieces together at first. I was still developing my character, and even to this point, I feel like I pretty much know who I am and how I want to sound and whatever, but I'm still constantly experimenting with new shit, you know what I mean, and trying to brand myself, and you know.
And how long you been at it now?
Honestly, I recorded my first song like 21 years ago.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Older than a lot of these artists even been alive, you know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people don't know, like we're talking about the Jabberjaw shit. A lot of these new artists around here, they only know Joey Cough. They have no idea about Jabberjaw. They're like, why are you getting booked for battles? Like, why are you getting paid? Like, what makes you so special?
Like this guy just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they don't know my resume. They don't know what I did. And then I got people that only know me as Jabberjaw. I met a dude at Walmart recently, this like older dude or whatever, and he was like, "Hey man," and he looked familiar, but I didn't know where. And
Jabberjaw?
Like, yeah, he's like, "Hey, did you used to rap up at JB's? Is your name Jabberjaw?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh man, I remember you." You know what I mean? And so.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's a long time, bro. You know, that's a long time, man. That's a long time, bro. You know, I get caught up in this phase where it's like, it was like 4 years ago, I would say 16 years. And like, I catch myself still saying that now, where I'll be like, oh, about 16 years. And it's like, no, I got to add 4 onto that shit now. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's been a while, man. Aries, lay down. Guys, this is as live as it gets, man. You know, I'm home alone right now. I have dogs, so I mean, it is what it is, bro. This is a real raw ass conversation, man to man, between me and somebody that I respect and somebody I believe in. And you know, this is just the raw format I want to bring, man. I don't want it to be no scripted shit. I don't want to have questions written down and give them to, you know, like call for my next guest in advance and have them like prepared for this shit. This is just off the fucking dome. This is our battle. This is a battle rap. You know what I mean? This is just straight up off the fucking dome.
I was hoping you would give me some questions in advance so I could come up with some lies, but like now I gotta be honest, bro. Damn it.
Yeah, no fucking lying, bro.
Can't lie,
This is as raw as it gets, man. This is just a real life raw format. We talked about it the other day, actually, when I asked you if you would do this. That I feel like the world doesn't get enough of this. Just a full conversation. They see these little bits and pieces and clips, you know, from edited shit, man, and they don't see like the real you the actual conversation that takes hold, man. You know, and nowadays everything is so short. But I think people crave these long, full, nice conversations. I think there is a good fan base out there of people that want this shit, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely, man, because, you know, people just, like, when you watch, like, a little short interview, like, if you watch The Tonight Show or something like that, like, they just go over all the little cliche stuff.
Yeah,
or
all the
whatever.
little
Like,
highlights.
oh, what's your new movie called? And blah, blah, blah. Are you excited to work with so-and-so? Like, I want, if I, like, you know, look up to a celebrity or if I'm a fan of somebody or whatever it is, I want to really get to know them and their life, and not even just their career, but how they live their life and, you know, their thoughts.
Who are they?
And who are they really? So that's what's good about these kind of things, because you can get into, really go into depth, you know.
Yeah, no, really dive in without feeling rushed. You know, I mean, we both have kids we got to get today, you know, so we have a cutoff time. But yeah, I mean, that's the format of the show I want to bring, man. Is you know, like, just hit that start stream button and just go. You know, I mean, whatever the fuck we end up talking about. But yeah, man, like I said, I wanted to focus on you today and that career, man. So back into the Joey Koff thing, man. So here you are now. You've had many, I would say, successful songs, music videos. I remember I'm going to tell them a story. I remember filming with you one time. So when did we meet? Let's see. How did we meet, Joe?
We met up at that tattoo shop up the road. Remember that dude was supposed to do a free music video for both of us?
Oh my gosh. We won't drop his name because it ended up fucking bailing. Did he bail on you?
Yeah.
He bailed on me too, bro. So like he bailed on both. So he got a hold of both of us and bailed on us. Isn't that crazy?
Like,
now,
we even met up one time. I was going to shoot some scenes for a video one day with the guy, and he showed up. And he was like, oh, because we were at a college, and he was like, oh, well, you need a permit to shoot here. Do you got a permit? And I was like, no. And he was
just
like,
shoot the shit, bro.
Yeah, just shoot it before anybody fucking sees. And then he was like, oh, well, I'm not going to do it like that. And then, I think that was it.
Same guy?
Well, yeah, him. It was two guys, you know.
Yeah, like their little crew thing.
Yeah, so, you know, whatever, like.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And that's, you know, the thing, be careful about getting free shit. That's why, like, I don't even want free shit. Like,
absolutely,
honestly,
bro.
like,
absolutely.
I want to pay somebody so they have an incentive to work with me, because
they have a deadline now.
Yeah, because I've tried to get so much free shit before, or cheap shit from people, and, you know, you get what you pay for. Sure, every now and then someone is hungry and reliable, and they will come through and do a good job, but most people, they're like, well, I ain't getting nothing for this, I don't give a fuck about
and when you're talking like music production or music videos, now you ain't talking like you know, like something like maybe a little podcast with your buddy, or like going live or something. Like, now you're talking about hours and hours and hours of editing and working and filming. So at that point, like you said, when you try to approach someone, like even just a buddy who is like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't get done in a way it should, as if you were to pay.
Yeah, they just put you on the back burner. But, well, the thing about them guys, you know, they asked us to do it. Like, we weren't
like
begging them, you know what I mean? Like,
well, we had a phase then, bro, where there was like I would say 4, like maybe 5, like really hot artists in the city at that time, like buzzing names all around, right? You had like Joey Koff, War, you had Josh McKay, you had Zeke Gundry,
like,
Cliff Mack.
Cassius, I think, was big.
Cassius.
R.I.P. Cassius, too, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was, like, just about to blow, bro. But you had, like, Cassius, Gerber Baby or whatever. Remember that guy?
That's Cassius.
Oh, Cassius the Gerber Baby or whatever?
Yeah,
the Gerber boy?
Cassius the Gerber boy, yep.
Damn.
Yeah, so there were some people that were buzzing, you know what I mean? And, so we had people, like,
there was, like, a circle of,
wanting to work with us, you know?
Yeah, exactly. There was, like, a circle of really hot artists that were, like, okay, these people are going to do something, you know, and that's kind of like, I think when we started to hear about each other's name a little bit, you know, just word gets around, we probably started, I know I was seeing your videos, I don't know if you were seeing my shit pop up, you know, but like I was seeing you, and like when we ran into each other, I remember that, now that you brought that up, I remember we talked about collabing at that time. Yeah. We were like, hey, bro, you know, I was like, bro, I've heard your shit. I really respect what you do. You gave me an album then. I still have it. You want to know what's funny?
Are you using it as a coaster?
Bro.
Oh, cool.
You right fucking
that
here,
ain't the
bro.
Same album, bro.
No, I'm just saying this is one of the ones you gave me.
This is an album,
right?
but that wasn't out back then. I must have gave you that probably some people's children.
This was a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I keep your shit right here, man.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I respect your shit. We have two different, way different styles. You know, way different styles. I don't know. I wouldn't say that because you have actually had some really dope, real ass shit, real hip hop MC shit. I would say you're more of an MC than me. I'm more of like a deep, inspiring artist. You're like a fucking MC. You got those bars, those lyrics that, you know, like you kind of go with the roots of hip hop type flow.
Yeah, I'm more focused on wordplay, and you're more
Big time
focused on
wordplay.
like making a song and like
yeah, just kind of
having a
touching
concept.
somebody.
But I'm getting better at that too now. Like my new
Yeah.
shit, it's a lot more
Well,
mature and more
You're
serious.
phenomenal. You're a fucking phenomenal artist, bro. I mean, you truly are, bro. You're a very unique individual. But so when we met each other. I want to tell you the story.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years, how much time passed after, bro. What's up, dudes? So we were somehow we discussed you were doing a video, and at that time I was thinking about starting my own like production crew and shit of filming.
Mm-hmm.
So and I bought that Sony camera, and we linked up, and I shot a video for you, just the footage, and then you were gonna edit it, bro. So we were standing out filming, dead smack in the fucking hood.
Yeah.
I don't know why we chose to shoot there, bro.
Because we were looking for bus stops.
Yeah, okay. Dead smack in the hood though, and this fucking we'll call her female worker. Comes up on me and shit, like grabbing on my camera and shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm about to smack this bitch, bro. And she's like, I'll take your camera.
Yeah, you knew who she was. And
I
you
knew
were
who
like
she was from
yelling
back
at-
in the
You're
day.
like, I'll go talk to your pimp right now. Get the fuck out. I was like, damn.
I did. I was like, bitch, I'll call you a pimp right now. You know, sadly, like, I did know who she was from back in the day. That shit's sad. But, like, in that moment, bro, she, like, came up on me. She's, like, you know, like, trying to pull on my camera and shit, bro. I had, like, my stabilizer and all this shit. And she was, like, joking about, I'll take it and shit. Like, just, I don't know. I don't know why I thought about it. It was, like, funny. It was, like, a funny kind of old story that we have now, man. We've known each other for, how long now? I mean.
Shit, I mean, at least, like, what, maybe 5 years?
I would say even longer, maybe, bro.
It might be,
Like, when was that Cana Carnival? Just that was like 5 years ago. 4 years? 5 years?
Yeah, at least.
Because I haven't been signed with, Workcore Daryl for 3 years, 4 years already, you know.
And that was before that.
And yeah, we were fucking with each other before then. Not heavy, but we did that song, What Made Me.
Yeah.
That, you know, I still think that was such a good song.
Yeah, it is. And
that was such a dope song, bro.
It's out there. People can check it out.
Yeah, I highly recommend checking out What Made Me. I mean, all of Joey Koff's work, man, and then in particular, me and Joey Koff did a song called What Made Me, and it was just kind of like our love letter to who we looked up to coming up in the game, and we just really paid due, you know, showed our respect to these people that we looked up to.
You should play that song at the end of this video or
play
something.
Play it right at the end? Yeah. What you're hearing, that noise that you keep hearing, that's Apollo.
Okay.
He can open doors.
Ooh.
And what he's doing is I have the baby gate in front of the door, and he's trying to bust the baby gate down.
Damn.
Yeah, so he might come busting up
out,
in here.
Bro. He's trying to break out of that.
Apollo comes busting up in here. Yeah, it's
and then
fine.
we did that other song, was it Stop Me?
Oh yeah.
And that was more some just like fucking having fun, like hard
just going off.
shit going off, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think you know, so when I first started hearing about you, bro, like you were really in this phase of like your career, I think, was going to that next step where I truly think you hit a point where, like, right now, I think your next project's going to put you more and more, you know, but, like, at that point, you were going from, like, you know, like, we're still underground, but you almost had, like, a mainstream buzz going around in, like, the city area, like, the cities, Tri-Cities area, like, people probably recognized you.
Right,
Like, you had multiple videos dropping with hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, I had, like, this one I did with the, where I rap celebrities' names, and it's on Facebook. It's got like about 400,000 views. You know what I mean? So it's
and you did like Hey Kids.
It's not
or what
millions,
was it?
but yeah, Hey Kids.
Yeah, you know, like, so, you know, you were going through this phase where you were like fucking grinding, like you were fucking grinding, bro. You know, but you were just releasing an album, you were doing the videos and shit, but you were grinding, bro. And that's when I was like first coming across you, not with Hey Kids. That was more recent.
Was afterwards.
Yeah, but like when I first started hearing about you, man, and one thing I was really surprised with was your fucking wordplay, because like there, you know, Zeke Gundry was an artist I thought was really, really well rounded, really good artist. I just didn't think he pursued it like hard enough, you know, like dropping albums and shit like that. Like, you know, he was in the battle scene as well, but like I never seen like many music videos and all that type of shit. I've seen like a couple, but like that's one artist that I wish would have pursued it a lot more, and I hope does. I haven't kept up with him recently, so maybe he has. You know?
Yeah, I think he's pushing more now. Like, he's got a lot of followers on TikTok, and I've seen a lot of shit that
I haven't checked up on him in a few years now, man. He reached out to me not too long ago, you know, about the show, the one, my other show, out in Utica, like, you know, the
Yeah.
bigger budget, high professional type shit. You know, we'll get there with this though, man. Shout out to Steel and that show, man. But so I want to get back to you, man. So what was it like, right? Coming up in Flint as an artist, trying to get your fucking name out. Because one thing a lot of people don't understand is, like you said, we put the fucking work in, right? So now you generate a buzz. You're Joey Koff. You're putting out these hits. People are starting to recognize you. What is it like, though, bro? Like, what is it like? How do you feel, right? Like, you're putting all this work in. You're doing all of this shit. You're dealing all... Flint is flooded with artists and other talent. There's a lot of talent in this fucking city. You know, so, like, what is it like, man? What is it like as a young man chasing your fucking dreams, constantly pursuing that? Because I find myself, I'm being really raw and honest right now, bro. I find myself in a pickle. You know, I find myself not as motivated as I used to be. You know, I find myself kind of in a slump with my music career, feeling like, oh, it's not getting the credit it deserves. You know, so, like, how do you keep that strength, man? How do you keep going? Like, you know what I mean?
You know, there was a time, I think maybe right around like 2020 when COVID was like really, you know, prevalent or whatever, and I don't know, like I remember doing a video and then being like, this might be my last video, because I was just like sick of putting shit out and it really wouldn't go nowhere. Maybe I'd get a few thousand views and people would be like, oh, that was dope, but like, you know, I wasn't really making no money from it, or, you know, nothing was happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I would just go long, like I would just go like long periods of time without really doing anything, without making any music, without anything, man. And you know, sometimes you got to step away and focus on other things, because like you said, we both got kids, we got bills to pay, you know, like, so obviously, yeah, you got to keep the lights on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, what I've noticed over the years, ever since I started doing music, is that it really is an outlet to me. It's really therapeutic. And if I don't do music for a long time, if I don't create for a long time, I mean, I kind of start to get depressed. That's just how it is, because, you know, we got this energy flowing through us for a reason. And when you don't express it and get it out there and put it out there, you're not really being who you're meant to be. You know what I mean? And
hey, we're gonna pick up right
these
here.
dogs are like, we don't want to hear your fucking story, bro.
Yeah, normally we would have did it with someone here, like I said, man, but I don't even
like, we don't care about your depression, motherfucker. Do 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 do. Don't tell on me I'm gonna steal stuff, guys. I don't even know what this is, but steal it. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Not gonna steal it.
Yeah, next time we link up, bro, I'm gonna have the wifey here, man, to keep the dogs in check. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I apologize, guys.
I didn't steal nothing.
As I said, it's on camera if you did. As I said, you know, gotta do what I gotta do here, man. I think Apollo's barking already again.
Oh, Lord.
So where were we at, man?
So no, yeah, I was just saying, sometimes it is hard to keep going, because like we all start doing this because we love to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, then as you get going, you see all these other people, and you might be like, well, damn, I'm better than him, and he's fucking platinum, and he's doing shows, making $100,000 a show. So you're like, that's what I want to try to achieve, you know what I mean? And so you compare yourself to other people, which, by the way, there's a quote that I like that says, comparison is the thief of joy. And that's true. Because, like, let's say you could be rich and famous, but if you compare yourself to somebody who's more rich and famous, you're still not going to be happy. You know what I mean? So there's always somebody doing better than you.
You're always going to want something else, you know?
But, you know, the point is I would go a long time without doing anything. And then when I would do something, when I would, you know, work on a video, create a new song, whatever it was, I would feel good. I'd be like, damn. And it didn't matter if the shit did numbers or not. I would just feel good because you're expressing yourself. You're creating You know, if you're a
man.
painter, you need to paint. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you're doing, but
yeah, if you love it.
and so now the point I'm at now, like I've been creating a lot of shit lately, and you know I think this whole NFT space is really helping me kind of like get reinvigorated too, because like
It's new.
Like I've had Twitter for years, but I've never really did much with it. You know what I mean? Like I went months without even logging into it, but like
Yeah.
that's where like you know crypto and finance and all that kind of shit is really at, is on Twitter. And so I've been meeting a lot of people on there in like the Web3 space, and you know, just people that like
so
are collectors.
Working with it.
Yeah, and like getting on Twitter Spaces, and so like, and I've been linking up with some really big people on there, and that's really been helping like motivate me, like, because everyone, even though you just want to do it for the love, you still want to feel like you have a purpose behind it. You know what I mean? You want to have an audience. So
absolutely, man.
I feel like, you know, yeah, of course my audience isn't as big as I would like it to be, but so what? You know what I mean? This is what I was meant to do, and I'm just doing it. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you know, it keeps growing. You know what I mean? And I believe that it is growing continuously. You know, I'm getting new subscribers to my email list all the time, and new people finding out about me. And that's another thing. Like a lot of times, I would be like, "Fuck this music." Like I don't know if I want to do it anymore. And then randomly, somebody would just hit me up like, "Hey, bro, I found one of your videos on YouTube, man. That shit was really dope, man. Keep going."
Boost.
Yeah, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, like shame on me for sitting here feeling sorry for myself because I'm not fucking, you know, making $10 million a year." You know what I mean? And there's people that like look up to us. You know what I mean? That want to do what we're doing right now. I was
just gonna say, you know, like we one thing, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I find myself right now like not even really focused on the music side. You know, I kind of want to build another avenue and get that up and running until I can then focus on an album. You know, and like you said, I love it. I enjoy doing it, but it's also at that point where like I want to be recognized. Like I want to leave a legacy. You know what I mean? So like I got, you know, I gotta work through a phase. We all have those phases, you know.
Yeah.
Where like I said the other day, you know, like I'll hear a beat or something, you know, over the next month or two, where it's like I'll get that spark back, like, oh, this is the one, like this is that shit, you know, and I'll get that drive to just dive back in, man. But you know, something that I do try to remind myself is like I'm fucking blessed. You know, I was born with all limbs. I'm healthy.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm all the way there, and like there's a lot.
Well, that's debatable. But
yeah, that's debatable. But you know, there's a lot of people that were born not so lucky.
Yeah, like
you know?
We have advantages that some people don't have.
Yeah, and some of those people don't complain.
Yeah.
They work their ass off, and they still accomplish their dreams, even, you know, with whatever may be wrong with them. So, you know, sometimes that inspires me. Like, look, if so-and-so can do it, then why the fuck am I sitting here talking like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, get my ass up and do it, you know? And, yeah, man, one thing I've admired about you is your drive to do so, because I went through this phase, you know, every couple years, man. I'm like, fuck, and I talk to you about it almost probably every time, and you're that one that's like, bro, come on, man, just do it, it'll work out, you know, and like you're consistently working on a new project, you know, over in your studio, engineering, learning how to mix, learning how to master, you know, fucking just constantly grinding, man, and I definitely admire that drive that you have. I think that's something that everyone can learn from, no matter what their career is, man, is to have that mindset, that drive of what you were just talking about, man, is keep going, you know, don't give up, man. We're gonna have our ups and downs, but keep fucking pushing, keep fucking striving, whatever it is. A painter's gotta paint.
Yeah.
Like you said, find what you love and just do it.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry too much about the numbers and all that shit at the moment, and just do what you love because you love it, and that shit will come.
Yeah.
You know, that shit will come. People will recognize real is real. You know, people will recognize the talent you have if it's real and it's true.
And the more you let go, the more you receive. It's kind of funny how it works, but I've really been reading about like attachment and stuff. It's just like, it's like if you're pursuing a woman and you're like, I really want this girl, man. I love her. I'm chasing her. Like, you're chasing her. Well, guess what? That means she's running if you're chasing her. Yeah. But if you're just like, I'm just going to let go and just, you know, like
now
let her come to me. Now she's coming to you. And you're like, wow, that's like ironic, you know. But I think, like, obviously, with music or whatever, like, of course, we want a lot of views. We want to make money. Like, of course you do. But, you know, you have a desire for that. But, you know, you can't just, you can't really just do it for that, man. You just create. And because you never know what's going to take off. You know, you could put out 50 songs.
Yeah, it could be what you least
and the
expect.
song you hate that you didn't want to put out, like, becomes a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I heard Russ talking about that, man. He
Russ
did a song.
Dope.
He said it took him like 9 months to put out this one song because he was like, I don't even want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I had better shit.
And that's like the one that blew.
Became a hit. You know what I mean? So just express yourself, just create. And another way I look at it too is like, you know, when you die or when you're old and you're on your deathbed or whatever, you're not going to regret the things you did. You're going to regret the things you didn't do.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to be like, man, you know, fucking like I just quit doing music and, you know, like, I wish I would have just kept doing it and blah, blah, and I didn't do it. No,
well, and you know, on that same exact topic is I think in those moments of life when you're kind of coming to your life's end, as even if you didn't make it as far as you hoped, I think you can still come to grips with the fact that I never gave up. Yeah. I think that'll be a lot easier than saying, I wish I didn't give up.
Because we both, I'm sure, know many people who we know that are like older that gave up on their dreams and they were fucking good. I know so many people that were really good at stuff, and some of them achieved a certain level of success when they were younger. Like, oh yeah, I went on tour when I was 20, or I did a song with so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I played on this football team. I almost made it to the pros. But they got a story that they're telling themselves. But then I got married, and so that ruined my career. It's like, well, you didn't have to stop. There's a lot of athletes that are fucking married. There's a lot of people that had kids. There's a lot of people who had a death in the family or who, you know, had a financial trouble. Like, there's no excuse. You know what I mean? I'm
going to go ahead and hit up viewer right now.
Yeah.
So, hey, Tintin, this is Joey Koff. Thank you, Ethos. It's a podcast setting talking about Joey Koff.
Good?
There you go, man. He answered it for me. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. So yeah, this is a special guest on today. Thank you for tuning in, man. This is Joey Koff. One of my buddies, Ethos, just went ahead and answered for you. He's a hip hop artist, man, a MC. He's on the come up. He's an artist with a lot of potential. And you guys make sure you go check him out at Joey Koff everywhere. Ethos spelled it exactly how it's spelled right there. I apologize for the dogs today, guys. Cece's not here, so you know I have no one to keep the dogs in check. But you guys watch me, you guys know. This is real, man. We keep it raw here. We keep it real life, man. So, yeah, man. This is just a real-ass conversation one-on-one with somebody that I respect and someone that I think is going to go far in the hip-hop game, man. So, you know.
So I want to ask you, where do you see yourself, you know, a year or two down the road? Like, what's your whole vision?
Oh, yeah, we're going to set goals when this is done.
Well, yeah, like, right, what's your whole vision for this podcast? Because you've been really serious about this for, like, the last few months. And, I mean, I really like what you're doing. I see that you're growing.
Thank you, man. And, you know, so my ultimate goal is I want to take it from here, you know, and keep climbing to bigger and bigger guests, you know, and I want to build a team of people that I believe in, as in like you and my brother, like a small team of people that kind of set goals on my show and have reoccurring episodes, you know, and then but my ultimate goal is just like to get a building, a new place to shoot, and just expand, man, and really make this a reality and make it a platform for people to showcase their talent and to hopefully boost their career, you know, to give them, maybe we get to the spot of where, you know, maybe we're not going to be as big as Rogan or something like that, you know, but like I want to more so focus on like the art scene and musical, you know, people, not government and politics and all that, but more of culture and art, you know, and dive into that heavily and hopefully give these people a platform that they may need, you know. So I mean, that's the ultimate goal. A year from now, I would like to see it just pulling more numbers and being able to help artists more. Guys, I have to tell these dogs to stop. Next episode will be shot with someone.
They want to be on the podcast too, bro.
Yeah, Loki wants to be heard today, don't he? Yeah, I apologize about that.
All right, I'm not gonna steal nothing again. I'm gonna steal this mouse, man. He you know, who uses a mouse? This is 2022. You know? Oh shit. Is this thing on? Yo, I said, look. I'm looking at a really dope screensaver right now, by the way, guys. You guys can't see it. It's really dope. It's like a cave, and there's like a opening in the cave, and you can like see the water with like these rock formations. It's sick. In a good way. Sick in a good way. Oh, where can my Michael be? His dogs took him away from me. He told them shut up and they need to be good. Some high quality H2O. You good, fam?
Dogs, man. They said it'd be fun.
Yeah.
They said get dogs.
Get dogs, they said. So we got like 9 minutes.
Yeah,
bro, so
we're close to that wrap up part. And then, guys, next time, like I said, we'll get these damn dogs under control. Just helps a lot when we have Cece here to definitely keep them in check, where I don't have to keep them locked up, because then the smallest noise makes them bark and go crazy, which I can't get too mad because they're just doing their job, man. You know, they're protecting the home when it really comes down to it, man. So
I'm in here like stealing a bunch of shit. And just,
so it's you. Yeah, that's why they're doing
it. Me. They're a good judge of character. They're sensing my shadiness.
Gosh. Yeah. Shouldn't have you in here. No, man. Guys, we are in that part where I want to wrap up. So something I want to do every episode, man, is we are going to set goals, and then probably 6 months marker, and then a year marker. What is your 6-month goal? And 6 months from now, what do you want to accomplish?
Well, my goal, one of my actually main goals, which isn't like a music related goal, it's just a life goal, is to actually move out of Flint. My lease is up October 1st on my house, and we want to move out of Flint. Ideally, I'd like to move out of state. We were talking earlier about Tennessee, but right now I'm still kind of playing around with different locations. But either way, definitely move out of the Flint area into a nice home.
And that's short-term goal. Short-term goal,
I mean, that's, well, you figure right now, what is it? It's May, June, July, August, September, October. So that's a 4-month goal right there. That's, honestly, that's honestly right now kind of my most important goal. I mean, I have goals with music, obviously, building up. I want to build up 10,000 fans on my email list. That's a goal I have. And, you know, I got different amounts of money I'd like to make and all that kind of shit.
So our next episode reoccurring, we might be doing through Skype because you might be in a different state.
Or you might be coming down to me, man. Fly your ass down, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
You used to live in Tennessee, so shit.
I did, man.
I'm sure you still know some people there.
Beautiful state, man. Year-long goal. Let's set a long-term goal. Year plus. What is your goal? In 1 year from now, the main thing is to have accomplished this. So, you know, whether it's music-related, family-related, whatever it may be, man. This is the year plus, you know, goal.
I don't know. I mean, I have different goals. I mean, I would say I want to be... I mean, I'd like to be at a really good... I'd like to be making at least $20,000 a month, and I would like to be in really good physical condition.
20 bands a month.
Yeah.
You're trying to go ham, bro. How, off topic real quick, how is the real estate? Or not real estate. Stocks.
The stock market took a shit, dude. Honestly, so did the crypto. I don't really invest long term, so I mostly just day trade. So it hasn't really affected me a whole lot, honestly. But honestly, I haven't been making as many trades lately.
Yeah.
Like there's still opportunities out there, but
well, hopefully with the next president they go back up. Right?
Yeah, hopefully, man.
It's Joe's fault. It's your fault, Joe. Joey Koff for president.
You should run for president, man.
Shit. I'm too young. They want old people. But so let's see. So that's your short-term goal is to get the fuck out of Flint.
Yeah, get a nice house with my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
nice
that's
yard
a great goal, man. You know, that's a great goal that I think you can accomplish. And then long-term goal, you know, you have a lot that you want to focus on, but you would like to get better financially, more established in life, and just more secure. Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna set a goal for myself. You know, in 6 months from now, I would like to be bringing you guys better quality production, you know, hopefully some more guests, and maybe hear from you guys of who you guys want to bring on the show, and maybe we can reach out to them. Yeah, say Koff, we'll definitely get you back on. And then, you know, also to have these dogs in control. That's a short-term goal.
You should just have the dogs like in the background, like doing some crazy shit,
barking and shit. Yeah. No, man. And then you know, like a year-long goal is definitely, I would like to. I want to get a building. You know, I want to get a building, man. Somewhere where I can go do the podcast, go do my music, go do my streaming, everything like that, and just have a nice platform. And I want to start building a small community of a streamer hub, you know, where I start bringing in all these different upcoming artists, streamers, whatever it may be, into like a house, almost like a college campus, you know, beta, like a dorm, or what is it, like a, what's it called, like them groups in college? Like a sorority type thing.
Oh, like a frat.
Like a frat house kind of, but like for streaming, you know, for networking, for YouTube, for all these things, and just all network together, man. So, you know, we'll see where we are at that time. We'll touch base. Hopefully we're reaching our goals, man. Yeah. It's been an honor, man, having you on the show.
Hey,
you know,
my pleasure, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm sorry we have a cutoff time today, so maybe next time we'll just have no cutoff time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tag all of his social media on the YouTube. Make sure you guys head on over to YouTube. We As One Rise. That's simple.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Sorry, I had to give a shout out before
Hey,
I
Papa.
left.
So, also, Joey Kough. JoeyCough. Joey Kough on all platforms. Guys, go check him out. This is going to be uploaded to YouTube if anybody missed it.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, he sells feet pictures. You guys can check everything out there. We'll get all that stuff up. Any last words?
Nationwide is on your side.
All right, man. Guys, keep dreaming. Keep pursuing those fucking goals, man. Anything is possible. Join the squad. We As One Rise. Let's get it.
Yeah.